Hello and welcome to episode 134 of The Pilgrimage on FM23. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got two games for you. We are going to be away to Milan in Serie A. I'll then play the Coppa Italia quarter-final off camera, and I'll bring you back for the home match against Torino in Serie A. But before either of those games, I'm going to show you the business we've done in the January transfer window, and that's coming up next. Okay, well, as you can see, we haven't made any signings at all in the January window, but we have seen 4 players leave on loan, all youngsters. Ardit Curry joins Gubbio, Bruno Souza joins Granada on loan, Andre Hanus joins Auxerre, and Bernard Thoraulas joins Taranto on loan. So that concludes the transfer window roundup, and I'll be back with the first match of the episode in just a moment. Okay, time now for the first match of today's episode, and it is a trip to Milan, and the team for this one is Rossi in goal, back four of Besse, Balossian, Bonello and Manzini, L'Enfant at the base of midfield, Sonchev and Murillo in central midfield. It's Cassimi on the left, Baldanzi on the right, Stamenkovic up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, my assistant thinks if we carry our last performance into this match we'll do well. I agree with him, so we will outstretch the arms and say that. And let's go into the tunnel and answer their questions. Always helps to be as prolific as you have been recently, right? If we're scoring, we're doing something right. How important will it be to score first? Scoring first matters. How important is a good performance? It's always important to play well. Okay, let's get into the match. As always, first 10 minutes will decide what we do in terms of any reactions. And so far, nothing. Milan are having the better of it, so I think a demand more is probably the right answer. So we'll go with that, and we will wait and see if anything changes on the scoreboard. First highlight is a Milan one. Yigit, and it's now Dermastia. Hummel to Merla, who loses it to Cassimi. So we have it back. Balossian into L'Enfant. Besse, infield to Sonchev. Back to Balossian, who loses the ball. He's dwelt on it for far too long. And the shot loops into the arms of Rossi. And the highlight comes to an end. I think another demand more probably is the right answer here. Not according to the players, it's not. So maybe we need a bit of a rethink. Vega comes down the left-hand side for Milan, cuts in field, and we've won it back. Manzini loses it again. Vega and Marco Rocci has scored. It is Milan 1, Lazio 0. That was not the start we needed. So fire up. Let's do that instead. Bonello into Sonchev. Murillo keeps the ball, finds Baldanzi. Lovely curl ball for Stamenkovic. Can he get it under control? Yes, he can. Pulls it back to Baldanzi. Sonchev hits the shot. He's hit the crossbar. And the highlight comes to an end. And it's not looking great so far. We haven't had a shot on target yet. Stamenkovic looks like he might have picked up some kind of injury, apparently. Fitness-wise, he's fine, so I don't think we need to take him off. We have to be better in front of goal, absolutely. But we do need to take Besse off and bring on... in fact, we'll move Balossian out to left back. Besse can come off. and we'll put L'Enfant in the back four, and Besset can be replaced by João Sanka. I think, in fact, he can be replaced by Gonzalez instead. And also, I think we take Cassini off and bring on Le Dueña. And that'll do. So let's get out there for the second half. Let's demand more. In fact, let's encourage. We are 1-0 down, so let's say something positive and see if that has the desired effect. We might as well go attacking as well. And Cuxart to Jonas. Cuxart back to Yigit into Arda. Murillo stolen in and got it back for us. And he's in on goal. The shot's deflected, it's hit the bar and ends up in the arms of Stanina. So they managed to get away with that one. Let's encourage again. I think I like the response we got from that. Let's take Manzini off and we'll bring on Latanzio. And I'll take off Baldanzi on the right wing. We'll bring on Oscar. And Murillo can come off. In fact, no, let's get Sonchev off and bring on Gianotta. And that's the full-time whistle. It ends in defeat. It's Milan 1, Lazio 0. And I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode, and a home match against Torino. And the team for this one is Rossi in goal, back four of Laurenti, Bolossian, Bonello and Besset. Murillo at the base of midfield, Sonchev and Baldanzi ahead of him, Le Dueña on the left, Cassini on the right, Stamenkovic up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, my assistant is recommending, I think we need to show everyone their recent praise is justified, put on a real show. I don't agree with him, but if I can't find a better alternative, I will agree with him. I wanted to say, given that we lost the last game, I expect a much better performance. So we will go with the fans expect to win, don't let them down. So we'll pump the fists and go with that. And let's go into the tunnel. What do you attribute your recent good home run to? Hard work. How hard have you found the recent fixture list? Hard. Can you talk about why Tommaso Baldanzi looks set to play in a different role? He's versatile, so he's got the quality to be a different player. Okay, let's get into the match and see if we can manage to get a win. And we absolutely need to. Besset loses out there, but Bonello's won it back. Murillo to Baldanzi. Cassini, ball over the top for Stamenkovic. He's in behind, but can't get it past the keeper. Probably should have been looking across it there, but we do get a corner out of it. And it is Baldanzi with the in-swinging corner. Far post, headed away. Sonchev will collect. Plays it back to Laurenti. To Bonello. Besset into Cassini, who loses it. And Botta to De Santa. Adria. And it's played forward by Torino into the area. And we've given away a penalty, I think. No, we haven't. We've won the ball back, and it's been allowed to continue. Kasimi, ball over the top for Stamenkovic, plays it infield to Baldanzi, who shoots wide. Massive chance goes begging, and we need a demand more, because Roma have already played and won. So we went into this match 5 points behind with a game in hand, and we need to trim that back down to 3 again. Bolossian to Sonchev, ball over the top. Stamenkovic is fouled, and it's going to be a penalty. I think I'll let Stamenkovic take it. It's given. Didn't get the chance to change anything. And it is Baldanzi taking it. And it's been saved. So we've missed a massive opportunity to take the lead. Baldanzi will take the corner. Deep one. Stamenkovic beaten to it. Sonchev loses the ball. And the highlight comes to an end. Massive chance wasted. Demand more. As Botta picks it up and finds Tiei. Botta is at the centre of everything for them at the moment. We're back in possession. Ludueña plays it in. It's crossed over. And Stamenkovic puts the ball in the back of the net. And it is Lazio 1, Torino 0. And we've played 29 minutes. So we are back within the 3 points of the leaders. Besse to Bonello, who plays it across to Bolossian. Into Sonchev, who plays it to Kasimi. Ball over the top. Ludueña through the keeper. And that's 2-0. Query about offside though. Will it stand? No, it doesn't. It remains 1-0 then. And we'll need to keep pushing for that second goal. Baldanzi's having a total nightmare of a game. So unless that changes, he's going to be coming off at half-time. Stamenkovic to Ludueña. Stamenkovic's shot saved by the keeper at the expense of a corner. And it will be an outswinger from Baldanzi. Not ideal. So need to fix the corners. Stamenkovic wins his header. Bolossian, Baldanzi tackled. And we have another highlight. Laurenti to Bolossian. Into Sonchev. Bolossian to Bonello. Murillo into Kasimi. Plays it into Ludueña. Baldanzi this time finishes the chance. And it does count. And it is Lazio 2. Torino 0. So we're looking much more comfortable now. And as you can see, the gap's down to 2 points. I have miscalculated. Ludueña there with a massive chance, which is missed. So we're 2 points adrift of Roma, and that is huge. So, doing well, can definitely find another gear, and let's get any subs done that we need to do. In fact, given the upturn in Sonchev and Baldanzi, I don't think we need to do anything. Nobody is too tired to continue. So we'll leave all the subs for the second half. We will encourage the lads. Sonchev plays it forward for Kasimi. Doesn't reach him. And DeSantis plays it forward for them. Baldanzi's won it back. Finds Besse into Kasimi. Besse again. Kasimi has won it. He's in the area. Pulls it back, but it ends up in the arms of the goalkeeper. And Galli will surely just pump this forward. He does. Bonella wins it. Murillo to Bolossian. Into Sonchev, finds Ludueña. Forward for Baldanzi. He's got it under control. And the shot is saved by Galli. So we're prevented from going 3-0 up. Baldanzi with the corner. We don't get to see it. Sonchev loses the ball. But Besse's won it back. Baldanzi to Kasimi. Stamenkovic's shot hits the post. And then it's smashed clear by Botta. Highlight comes to an end. Right. Let's encourage. They're doing really well in this second half. And as soon as we get the opportunity, we'll drop an encourage. Not going to make any subs yet. But we're not too far away from substitution o'clock. Baldanzi with the free kick, left-footed round the wall. Tommaso Baldanzi makes it 3, his 10th goal of the season. Lazio 3, Torino 0. This game is as good as done. So we can start thinking about saving players' legs very soon. Sonchev's ball over the top. Stamenkovic is sandwiched, but he's offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. And with 15 minutes to go, I'm probably going to make 4 changes. So Besse can come off for Manzini. We'll take off Sonchev for Sanka. We'll take off Bonello for Gonzalez. And we'll take off... who can we take off? I think we'll go with taking off Stamenkovic. And we'll bring on... In fact, we won't. We'll take off Kasimi and bring on Oscar. We'll leave one sub in the bank just in case. We may not end up using it, but we'll save one just in case it's needed. And it's a Torino corner, headed away though. And Makerson, DeSantis to Cleo, clipped in, headed away, but they've got it back. Botta chips it forward and it's headed away. Oscar doesn't get there and it's crossed in. It's cleared off the line. Not sure who by, didn't quite see. Adria, tackled by Baldanzi. Ludueña's ball forward, but there's no one making the run. Galli clears and the highlight comes to an end. So, any final change needed? Probably not at this stage. So Ludueña to Laurenti, back to Bolossian, who holds on to it, finds Laurenti again, into Sanka, Bolossian to Laurenti, Murillo to Bolossian, into Baldanzi, finds Oscar, who cuts it across for Stamenkovic, slots it past the goalkeeper, and it is Lazio 4, Torino 0. This game's over. Laurenti's going to come off, and I'm going to bring on Orlando Fifes at left back. Out of position, but it won't matter in these final couple of minutes. Just about saving some legs as Barry comes forward and it's crossed in and over the top from Tiehi, and that should be enough, and it is. Lazio 4, Torino 0, and I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take a look at the league table, and as you can see, following that victory over Torino. We are second in the table with 15 wins, 6 draws and just the 2 defeats from our 23 games. 51 points on the board, 2 less than leaders Roma. So let's take a look at the schedule and decide when we're going to come back. And we've got 15 games left, so I think that's probably 3 episodes. And I think what I'm going to do is bring you back for the back-to-back home games against Modena and Spal on this episode. I'll then probably show you Inter and Juventus on the next one, and then the final 2 games of the season, the one after that. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.